Here's a mistake that could cost you $10,000 or more over the course of your retirement, and it has nothing to do with your investments. It's not a bad stock pick. It's not a market downturn. It's a single Medicare deadline that almost nobody tells you about until it's too late. And here's what makes this mistake so dangerous. It's not made by careless people. It's made by smart, responsible retirees who did everything right, except this one thing. Because they assumed Medicare worked just like every other insurance decision they've ever made. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what this mistake is, why it happens, and exactly how to make sure it never happens to you. Let's get into it. The biggest Medicare mistake new retirees make is this: assuming Medicare enrollment is automatic, or assuming they can sign up whenever it's convenient. Here's the truth. You have a 7-month window to enroll in Medicare. It starts 3 months before the month you turn 65, includes your birthday month, and runs 3 months after. That's called your initial enrollment period. Now, here's where it gets confusing. If you're already collecting Social Security benefits when you turn 65, Medicare enrollment is automatic. You don't have to do anything. Your card will simply show up in the mail. But if you haven't started collecting Social Security yet, which is true for a lot of people who are working a little longer or who are strategically delaying their Social Security to get a bigger benefit, enrollment is not automatic. You have to sign up yourself. This is the gap that catches people. They assume a letter will show up or a card will arrive, and it simply never happens. By the time they realize their mistake, the consequences are already in motion. So, what happens if you miss this window? Let's talk about real numbers. For Medicare Part B, which covers doctor's visits and outpatient care, the penalty is 10% added to your monthly premium for every 12-month period you delayed enrollment. And here's the part that surprises people the most. That penalty doesn't go away. You pay it for as long as you have Medicare, potentially for the rest of your life. There's a separate penalty for Part D, your prescription drug coverage. That penalty is 1% of the national base premium for every month you went without creditable drug coverage. Again, permanent. Let's make this real. Say you wait 2 full years past your enrollment window to sign up for Part B. That's a 20% penalty added to your premium every single month for the rest of your retirement. Over 20 or 30 years, that adds up to thousands of dollars. Money that simply vanishes for no benefit at all. And there's a second risk that's just as serious. If you delay enrolling and you have a health event during that gap, a surgery, a diagnosis, an accident, you could be facing those costs with no coverage in place at all. Now, there is a legitimate exception to this enrollment window. It's called a special enrollment period, and this is where I see good, careful people get tripped up. The special enrollment period only applies if you have qualifying coverage through active current employment, either your job or a working spouse's job. As long as that coverage continues, you can delay Medicare enrollment without a penalty. But here's the mistake. Many people believe that COBRA coverage or retiree health coverage from a former employer counts as still working coverage. It doesn't. COBRA and retiree plans do not qualify you for that special enrollment period. That means the clock is still running on your enrollment window, even though you technically have insurance. I've seen retirees feel completely secure because they have COBRA, only to discover months later that they missed their Medicare deadline entirely and the penalty was already locked in. If you're relying on any coverage other than active employment to delay Medicare, That assumption needs to be verified, not guessed. Here's something else worth understanding. Your Medicare premiums aren't a flat, fixed cost for everyone. They're tied to your income through something called IRMA, an income-related surcharge that can raise your Part B and Part D premiums substantially if your income crosses certain thresholds, which means a Medicare enrollment mistake rarely happens by itself. It tends to show up alongside other decisions: when you claim Social Security, how you draw down your retirement accounts, and how your income is structured year to year. This is exactly why Medicare shouldn't be decided in isolation. It's one piece of a much bigger retirement income picture. And when that picture is coordinated properly, you avoid not just the enrollment penalty, but a whole list of costly surprises down the road. So here's what I want you to take away from this video. Don't assume your enrollment is automatic. Don't delay because you have other coverage without confirming it actually qualifies. And know your 7-month window, because once it closes, the cost follows you for the rest of your retirement. If you want to learn more, check out the free booklet called Retire Smart. It's linked on the page in the description box. And if you found this video helpful, subscribe to the channel, because we cover exactly these kinds of retirement decisions every week. I'm Shonda Prescott, and this is Retirement Security Simplified, where we specialize in turning confusion into confidence, one conversation at a time.